So Leon Draisaitl just scored 4 goals tonight, and somehow the Oilers still lost. I mean, he full-on carried them. Whenever they needed to respond to a Vegas goal, he would immediately score right after. And what did he get in return from his teammates? Absolutely nothing. And it hasn't been just in this one game. It's been the playoffs as a whole. He leads the team in goals with 11, and the next highest only has 3. And while his teammate Connor McDavid still has a decent 11 points in 7 games, which is far below his regular season average, those numbers don't even tell the full story. Because 7 of those 11 points come on the power play where he basically just fed Leon. So he's racked up a lot of power play assists courtesy of Leon, and in terms of his even strength play, it's been an average 50.4 expected goals percentage and only 50% goal share. So McDavid, who we know is capable of playing like by far the best player in the entire league, is playing like maybe a top 15 to 20 player in the league, which is just unacceptable. And moving down the line, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has been an absolute ghost, only 4 points with 0 goals, and even crazier, just 1 even strength point. Like, I got called an absolute idiot a couple weeks ago for calling him kind of a power play merchant, but he has not been able to drive his own line these playoffs, and the productions and stats prove that. Kane and Hyman also not producing at a high level, only 5 combined goals in 7 games for them, considering they're around 35 goal scorers. That's not gonna cut it. The only guy that has really stepped up and exceeded expectations offensively is Evan Bouchard, but you can't really rely on a defenseman to carry your 5-on-5 play. Like, the sad truth of how this team is playing, especially even strength, is if Leon didn't carry against the Kings, they probably would have lost that series in 6 or 7 games. And if the rest of the team besides Leon continues to play like this, they're probably going to lose to Vegas in 6 games based on how lopsided it was for the first 2 periods in this one. Like, Edmonton did have a decent third period, but they were the far more desperate team, and Vegas was holding on to a lead. Like, you often heard the comments heading into the playoffs that Edmonton couldn't win as a 2-man team, but it isn't even a 2-man team right now. It's literally been a 1-man team. So the rest of the team needs to step up, and specifically and mainly McDavid, because the playoffs are so wide open right now that I think when they're playing their best, they are the best team. So hopefully come game 2, they put it together and end up tying the series 1-1, because after all, if they go back to Edmonton tied, we'll all forget about game 1. But yeah, overall, right now, it is the Leon show in Edmonton as he continues to cement himself as the clear second best player in the league.